Hello everybody and welcome to my journey playing Slime Rancher. In this Slime Rancher game I'll be attempting to 100% the entirety of Slime Rancher. Seeing how this is a 100% run, I decided to name my world 100% and choose the most derpy looking slime there is. With this, I decided to go with the honey slime. As you can tell, he has major brain damage. Then decide the mode, which I decided to go with Adventure, as it will be the easiest for me to complete in a decent time. After which I was given a brief summary of the Star Wars saga. Very strange for this game. After being given a brief summary of Slime Wars, I was given a tutorial. This insulted me as I am an epic gamer who does not need tutorials. As you can see, I completed it in about a second. Epic gamer move right there. Then I decided to check my Slimepedia. This is essentially one of the main things I had to complete to beat the game 100%. Get every slime, every resource, every ranch, which is the most confusing part for me because I don't know what the fuck I'm going to do there, and explore every place in the world as long as everything as you can see on screen, like feed every Gordo, fucking bring life back to the glass desert and a bunch of other shit, because I can't see the list right now, but you can because you're in the future. I'm in the editing phase. After breaking the fourth wall, I decided to go into the dry reef, where I stole a bunch of resources from the land, because I am a human and that is my one goal in life, to dry the planet until there's nothing left so I can just leave with a whole bunch of cash in my pocket. I discovered here pogo fruit, pink slimes, and carrots. After that, I continued on my way to extort the planet for its natural resources by stealing more of its natural inhabitants, where I found a ton of more pink slimes and a small chicken on the ground, who I immediately picked up and then threw on the floor because he's useless to me. After that, I discovered that my sucking vacuum is full, so I decided no more pink slimes, and I went back home to deposit them. When I got home, I found some already in my fucking corral, so I shoved more in there, not caring about their fucking feelings or their rights as animals, and I see them only as dollar bills. One tried to escape, so I sucked him up and threw him back where he belongs, in the trash, with his friends. I then checked what I could use to make their place better. I saw how expensive it was and said, no, fuck that, they can just stay here and rot for all I care, and I barely fed them all. 'Cause, as you can tell, 20 carrots, about 30 slimes. I made them fight over for the remaining food, and I sucked up their plorts for my own personal financial gain. However, as you can see, there's a problem with me collecting their plorts, as they keep, for some reason, jumping into my vacuum as if they're trying to protect their plorts as if they think it is theirs. They are widely mistaken. They are mine, as you can see me depositing them for fat cash. After which, I decided to go and explore again, walking past all these pink slimes because I don't need them anymore because they're fucking useless to me. Then I saw a giant pink one, and I thought, maybe he has something I need, so I'll decide to check him out later. I found this new area where I discovered some blue rocky slimes. I decided to take one with me for some experimentation and harvest all these carrots, where this big fucking pink one jumped on me, who was apparently called a Lardo. Throwing him into the atmosphere, I decided to check out this blue circle after throwing some pink slimes. This opened up the world, which is very helpful to me as I get lost very easily. After which, I found this very weird, tiny white slime. I threw a carrot at it, but it did not want it for some reason. Then I tried to suck him off, but he denied my offer yet again. Then I just looked at him, and then he fucking disappeared from my mortal realm, where I picked up this large one and also threw him into the atmosphere. I decided to just pick up a normal cat, because they seemed easier to catch, and they were. Another slime down for the Slimepedia, baby. After which, I went into this big cave where I found some very, very pissed off slimes. I decided to try and feed them, which made them happy, but they also kicked my fucking ass. I decided to go in a little further, but then decided not to go in too deep as the day was ending, and I wanted to end the thing at my base. After which, I read the note from Mr. H, who I encountered, about a stupid cave and it being locked up. I then returned back to my fucking ranch where I found another one. This Mr. H man is a strange person indeed. After going back to my amazing, perfect, flawless ranch with all my slimes, I decided to just go and deposit all my fucking plorts, as I want some fat cash and I want it now, and I don't want to work for it. So I went and just stole a bunch of plorts. Look at that. I got 4 down. I decided to check my Slimepedia to see how far I've gone the first day. 3 slimes done. Actually, 4 slimes done. Only like a little bit of resources done, but still progress. And then I decided to check out the upgrades and decided that I should probably go for the jetpack first, as it'll probably help me with more exploration. I then threw all my slimes into the ocean so that they become one with the slimy sea. After murdering all those slimes, I decided to look up at the stars and wonder, how the fuck can a celestial body that big be this close to another celestial body? I tried to suck it closer, but it didn't work for some reason. I don't know why. After which, I decided to just head home to my base, where in fact I found some mail waiting for me from a girl named Casey. Rather strange, as I do not know a Casey. After which, I decided to just go to sleep and wait till next morning. Day 2 begins with me seeing that slimes are trying to fucking escape their prison. This will not slide with me, as they should realize that they are my property and exist only to serve me. I saw only one solution to this problem, which is to suck them all up and then do what I did with my slimes last night. Throw them into the fucking ocean so they're not my problem anymore, they're someone else's. After committing mass murder on a bunch of pink slimes and watching it happen for some reason, I decided to go and take a look at the big guy. I wanted to see what he was all about, as he seemed very important, as he's big, and the bigger you are, the more important you are. He appeared to want to be fed. I proceeded to throw some food in his face, but he did not do anything. He was just there, still wanting more food, like the fat ass he is. So I decided to check out the island and see if there was anything else useful here. There was not. There was just a weird tree and some rocks. So, completely useless island besides the fucking big dude. After which I just said, fuck this shit, I'm leaving, before I almost killed myself by jumping into the water. I found some more carrots and another letter from Mr. H. Weird. Talking about nature and shit. I then discovered a treasure pond, which I will keep for later note. Bada bing, bada boom, jump over here, find some fucking cube berries. Let's go. More resources down. Where I found another big ass slime, but this time it was a kitty slime next to another treasure pod. After which I collected all the plorts I can, and found a Roostero. One more thing down the Cypedia, he then proceeds to immediately get eaten by a fucking cat in front of my eyes. This scarred me, so I went home and deposited all my plorts to get some more fat cash, where I got a letter from Thor West, who I did not know, and I then proceeded to make a fucking garden to finally start doing something with my ranch. I decided to go cube berries as they seemed pretty fucking useful. I then proceeded to read the mail from this weird woman who told me she was a rancher and a lot of work needed to be done. I did not like the sound of that because I did not like doing work, which is why I like doing YouTube videos, because they're fun and don't feel like work. I picked up a phone call from her and she decided that she wants 6 of my carrots, 3 of my rock plorts, and 9 of my slimes. Seeing how this is very easy, I immediately went to the wilderness to steal more of its natural inhabitants to sell to other people for profit. I can't speak today because I'm fucking retarded. After doing that, I was received a bunch of chickens and Lumini slime ports. I left the chickens to just roam wild because I had nowhere to put them. And I don't really know if I ever want a place to put them because I don't have any use for them right now, besides maybe feeding the fucking tabby cat. After which I proceeded to get all my resources together, including the chickens, just in case I need to feed them to something to feed to the pink Gordo, to see just how much food these things fucking need. Turns out it's a lot. It's like fucking 50 food, which is something that is very hard for someone like me to get. But after feeding him, he exploded into a bunch of tiny pink slimes and a bunch of treasure chests, and a key, which is weird. So I picked up all the pink slimes and do what I normally do with creatures that I do not want. I threw them into the fucking ocean. Because I just hate them apparently. I want them to die. I don't want them to live, I want them to die. The slime key was also of great interest to me, but I didn't have a need for it right now. I then threw a chest at the wall, got a chicken and another pink slime, who I murdered immediately. I opened this weird ribbon chest and got a bee ball, which really fucking confused me, but it gave me another thing in my fucking Cypedia, so I'm okay with it. I decided to put him on my fucking wall, because, you know, why not? He's not going to do anything else there. Then, looking at my tree, I saw that it was finally producing fucking fruit. I took one fruit off and didn't pick it up because I hate using resources properly. After which, I threw a bunch of chickens and carrots into a corner because I didn't have a use for them right now, so I decided to just let them out to rot in the sun. which they didn't somehow. I don't know how, but I came back later and they're still there. I decided to sleep, which got me to day 3. I then realized that day 2 was largely wasted just now. I decided to go explore the cave deeper to see what was there, where I found a big circle which took my slime key, very rude of it. After going through there, I found another letter by Mr. H right in front of me, which is weird as this place was fucking locked, and I discovered the indigo quarry. I decided to not read the message thoroughly because I don't care about them. I then unlocked a boom slime and also found another plant called heartbeats. Strange how beats on a completely alien planet will resemble hearts found on Earth. Strange. I then found another big ass slime, but this time he was a blue one. So I gave him the beast that I had and then continued on my way. I then unlocked more of my map, which was fucking amazing because I have so much to explore. It's so fucking big. I then found my first permanent resident of my ranch, water slimes. If you're wondering why I need puddle slimes, it's because they only need water to fucking produce plorts. I don't gotta feed them or anything, which is feeding is annoying. They're always begging for food like they deserve it or something, like they're animals. Anyways, I got more upgrades and I found an odd onion. Strange. I then proceeded to think my inventory is full, let's go back home. I then found another weird cat called a Lucky Slime, who's apparently called a Lucky Slime. I decided to fucking see if he wants to eat a baby chicken. He did not, but it did unlock me. It didn't unlock him in my Slimepedia. I then watched him fucking discombobulate from this mortal plane once again in front of my eyes, which is weird, because you'd think that would be painful for most slimes, completely non-existing. I then decided to throw more shit in random places in my base, with the invention of the vegetable table, deposited some more plorts, and made a corral for my fucking new slime pets, the puddle slime, because they're easy to fucking occupy. Bada bing bada boom, almost all my money gone. I was not happy about that. Where I got a mail from Victor, who's apparently a big nerd. I then decided to accept his fucking call anyways, even though he was a big nerd. I then saw he wants one of my puddle slimes, and I had a big ethical dilemma to decide if I want to get rid of one of my only 2 slimes. I decided to get the first ones first and see if I could get any of them later. I also came back to the big dude to see if he wanted any of my vegetables. He did. He took every last one of them, but this big fucking dude still didn't erupt. He looked like he was about to do it. He was fucking shaking. I then went back. It was now turning nighttime. Psych, it's daytime still, idiot. I decided to get where I first discovered the tar. They fucking sucked, so I threw them into the atmosphere, as I didn't want to deal with slimes that fucking punch me every fucking time I look at them. I then saw how fucking many there were, and proceeded to throw them all into the ocean, like I normally do, with problems I don't want. I also saw a big ass fucking treasure chest with another ribbon on it, and another letter from Mr. H all the way across the fucking ocean. Threw it and got a love ball this time, which is weird because I don't usually receive love. Some more boom slime shenanigans, and I found some Oka Okas. Weird. I immediately threw them out of boom slime because I didn't want them. I was like, nothing else I can do without a jetpack to get across that big ass fucking hole in the bridge. So I decided to check if there was any more puddle slimes I could use to sell. There were not. Only their plorts, which made me very sad because I had to actually contemplate leaving my slime. I also saw a bunch of tars on the way home and decided to be a hero and help these slimes. I proceeded to start throwing them into the atmosphere, over and over again into the nearest source of water. Then one of them hit me and I decided, fuck that, they can solve their own problems, and they don't need me here, as helping things make them weak. I then returned home with the fucking illumination slimes, where I had to make a decision to get rid of my puddle slime or not. After some long deliberation of dropping off plorts and just putting ornaments on my house and just walking around, I decided that in the grand scheme of things, it'd probably be better. Also, I threw these fucking slimes in the ocean. I don't know why anymore. They don't seem dangerous. I just don't want them, so it's only in the ocean to die. I also decided to get rid of my puddle slime as it seemed like the best option for now. Seeing how worried about the other one being sad, I looked at him to see if he was okay. He didn't seem sad as he immediately gave me a plort, so apparently he hated his friend in there. I then sold his friend into slavery for more money, and chickens apparently, which I had no use for. After receiving all those chickens, I deposited some more plorts and things. Seeing how much money I had, I was very proud of myself. I then proceeded to do what I do with all my chickens and throw them in the chicken corner. Not knowing why I did this, I remember that, hey, that tabby cat wants chickens. So I picked up literally everything in the fucking chicken corner, which is a bunch of fucking carrots that I forgot about. I honestly forgot about that when I was even fucking recording this. Voiceovering this. I forgot about him. I then went to the tabby cat to see if he wanted my chickens. He did. He ate every last one of them, but like the fucking blue guy, he did not blow up, which pissed me off. I then went to the blue guy and saw that and then found out he was only one vegetable away, which pissed me the fuck off, as you can see on screen. I then picked up all of his children as revenge and threw them into the nearest fucking wall. 'Cause don't piss me off, 'cause I will come for your children, I do not care. I then threw them into the fucking wall. It's not wall, what the fuck am I talking about? I threw them into the outdoors, but I'm not a totem monster. I threw them 3 carrots which they can fight over. The strongest get to eat. That's how the world works. The strong survive and the weak die. Remember that, kids. He then made a portal which seemed strange, but I decided to get the boxes first, where I got another bee-ball. Bee-ball. The other chest had nothing very special, just a chicken, a beet, and a tabby cat, who I then saved because I knew they would want to eat my fucking chicken, which I would not allow because this chicken is mine. I entered the teleporter and was brought to some cliffside and with a cave. I went to the cave where I was blocked by a big-ass red barrier. I then realized where I was. I was at the extension part of my ranch, so I had a choice: buy that part or just leave that there for later. Well, I decided I put my bee ball up on my house with the rest of my ornaments, making a nice little pattern on the fucking house. I'm sorry, I can't think right now. I then checked out the upgrades where I decided that I should probably buy the jetpack right now, and the tank booster, as my tank is very small. And that's the only thing that's small on me. Anyone who says otherwise is a fucking liar. Okay? Don't believe the fucking rumors, okay? I then decided to explore at nighttime to see what was up. I saw a bunch of beautiful illumination slimes. I stole all of them and checked how much a solar shield would be. It was way too much, but I was willing to make the exception for these fuckers, as I'm expecting them to become a permanent extension of my home. Still didn't have enough though. I collected all my cube berries, which were just rotting out here in the sun. I then threw my slimes into the pen, not worrying about if they would survive to daytime or not. I threw all the cube berries at them to get the delicious plorts, so that they can actually have a home and not die or vaporize, whatever they do, in the sunlight. I then picked up every last one of their plorts, which was hard, because like the other slimes, they get in my fucking way. Like the idiots they are, not knowing that their plorts and their bodies are only made to satisfy my crave for money. And that's all they're for. And their plorts are insanely valuable. Seeing how many fat stacks I got here, I decided that maybe they were worth it. So I did fork out the extra cash to get them the solar shield so they wouldn't die or something like that. I threw them all in there like animals and threw a bunch of berries at them so they wouldn't starve or whatever. After leaving all those slimes to rot in their hellhole, I checked on the cubeberry tree and let it know how dissatisfied I was with it about how fast it was growing. I then checked my mail, which I got some more from Casey about her pet cactus and how she kills everything she touches, making me wonder how the fuck did I survive being with her. I then checked my advanced cell phone to see if I got any calls. I didn't, because I'm a loser. I then found another red blocked area. I checked and found out it's the lab, and it cost $10,000. Not wanting to spend much money, I slowly backed away to make sure it didn't fucking mug me for what I had. I decided that damn, I should probably do some boring farming shit. And I did that. I went around, fed the plant, fed the fucking slimes, got other plorts, and fucking got some fat stacks because, I'm just me gaining the money. I then saw how expensive other plorts were compared to mine. Being insulted by this, I decided to go and look for those more better slimes than my shitty slimes. On my way there, I decided to go through to see if there was some more puddle slimes. There were, surprisingly, and I stole them because I wanted them and they're mine. They belong to me and solely me. After which I decided, hey, I can go over the fucking broken bridge now because I have a jetpack. I then saw some weird green slimes. I picked them up and found that they were radiation slimes. Not wanting this radiation to spread to other slimes, I picked them all up to save them from their own being genetically mutated fate. After which, I went to this weird area where I found a bunch of angry pink slimes. I decided to run away immediately, because when I looked back, they were doing some nuclear fission. Not wanting to lose the ability to have children, I left, where I stumbled upon another fucking closed area that needed another key that made me think, how the fuck did the other guy get to all those places without the fucking key? Or did he be a dick and lock him back up? Having contemplated that for a while, I decided to return home to my base via a portal and throw a slime into the ocean again like I'm so commonly doing. And then I dunked the puddle slime in the pond and deposited all my plorts into the port machine. These radiation slimes, I also got some mail from this guy named Ortiz. He's apparently a fucking cook or whatnot, and he wants to do business with me. I'm like, hell yeah, sure, fuck you, dude, I'll do what you want. Checked my phone calls, he was certainly there. I saw what he wanted, and I realized, those are the things I threw away. Those Oka Oka fruits are the things I threw away, and now I can't get. I decided that these radiation slimes are probably going to be helpful, so I decided to fucking give them a pen. And high walls because I don't want them escaping, especially since they're radiation. I then went in the middle of them to see if I'd get superpowers. Spoiler, I didn't. All I did was get severe bodily damage, which I actually almost died from. I decided to wash off all the radiation safely into my puddle slimes container. I then fed them and tried to get their plorts, but found an even harder problem than every other fucking slime. These ones really like damaging me whenever I collect their plorts, which is bad for me because I really like their plorts, and they're really expensive. I then placed a garden onion, an odd onion in the garden, saw the upgrades for it, saw that it was too expensive for my liking, and decided fuck that, and I slept until day 5, just now realizing how much time I wasted. Then Casey's back talking about a big storm and whatnot and getting wet or something. I didn't pay attention as I really don't seem to be caring about this story very much. Day 5 started how it normally does, doing a bunch of boring ass farming shit. Getting a port collector on the radiation slime because I realized, damn, these shits are dangerous for me, and I can't really go in there too often without getting my shit clapped. So I just did that and very easily collected their plorts then, which made me very happy as now they're not a fucking humongous issue. I then fed all my fucking slimes and decided, hey, why not? I got money. I put high walls and a port collector on their pen, which concluded the day for me. If you're still here, you're probably in the now thinking, wait, that wasn't the end of day 5, he was only at 10 a.m. You are very wrong. I can't tell you why, but for some reason on day 5, I ended the day super early as you're about to see. I just did a bunch of farming shit, and that's it. I didn't even go adventuring or anything. I didn't do shit this whole day. I just collected plorts. Not even a good amount to warrant me doing a whole day. I don't know what I did, honestly. I don't even know what to say here. I was looking through the footage and I'm like, damn, there must be more for day 5, right? Nope, this is it. I just ended it early because I didn't want to see this. And look, wait for it. I'm about to go into my fucking ranch right now and just sleep for the rest of day 5. Boom. It's over. Alright, bye. Peace.